Hi students, how are you all? So today we are going to start the first lesson of the 7th class because the previous class I have told you about some basic topics about this lesson. Our first lesson name is food components. I think you have an idea already in the previous class, in 6th class. The lesson of first lesson, the food lesson we have. There also we learned some topics and how nutrients are very essential to our body also we learned. Why? Because in our food some items like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats. These are the nutrients are very essential to our body. So that's and also explain the previous topic also. Last week in that video you have seen that. So now based on the topic of we are going to start a new lesson. The lesson is called food components. Okay. So in our life the food is very essential. Without food we are unable to survive our life. We cannot able to live also. Why? Because the food is help to giving an energy to us to do any work, to get immunity power, and to get strength to fight the diseases. Whatever the main reason, but the food is essential to our body. So that reason, now we are discussing what are the materials are present in the food. We are going to discuss it. Okay. So in the previous class, in 6th class, you learned about how can you prepare some food items. You have an idea. Okay, based on that one, so to prepare any food item, we should need one item. That item is that we use as ingredients. We need that ingredients. That means of the word ingredients is called the materials which are need to prepare the food item. It's called ingredients. Without an ingredient, we cannot be able to prepare anything. For example, if you would like to prepare a chicken curry, we should need chicken, some masala items, spices, cinnamon, okay, so whatever the food items are, we need poppy seeds. These are some type of the materials also, and we need oil, and onions, chili powder, salt. These are the materials are very essential if you would like to prepare any food item. So those all items are called ingredients. Those all items are called ingredients. As well as if you can take any food item from the shops, like some type of the food packets are like biscuits packets or like a chip packets, whatever you can see. The back side of the page, the back side of the cover also, we can see the list of the ingredients are presented. We can see that list of the ingredients. So they also can print some information. What are the materials are? I mean to say, what are the ingredients are they are using for prepare the food item. Without those all, we cannot prepare, and they also cannot prepare. That there also we can see the how much energy also we can get, and that energy will show in a calories. Okay, the energy will show in a calories. Okay, how much energy they will show as like a symbol of CAL. They show that one like a 1 calories, a 2 calories, a 3 calories, 5 or 10 or something calories will show that one. How much energy will get. Okay, that even though also that covers contain the manufacture date and also expiry date. The manufacture date means when it is prepared or when it is manufactured, when it's being ready. That's the date also mentioned that one. That's manufacture date. And expiry date means till the date we should use. If the date is beyond the date means we should not eat because it can make the food poison. So that's the reason. So that every product has a manufacture date also as well as an expiry date also. The both dates are presented. Okay. So that as well as we are going to know about that one. So I told that previous class, the food whatever we are taking, that food contains the carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins and minerals. Is it these items are present or not? You would like to test them. So that's why I am telling to you to test for some food items as well as that is proteins and also carbohydrates and fat. These three we can test. Vitamins and minerals, they are micronutrients. They can be helpful to make the like getting of energy to fight the diseases or to improvement of immunity levels. We are not testing now. We are testing now carbohydrate, protein, fat. These three we are testing now today. How can we confirm a food contains these mediums or not? So that is we are going to learn today the first one about a test for starch. The first part we are going to learn today about a test for starch. The main for about starch is called carbohydrates. The means of the word starch is called carbohydrate, the nutrient which is carbohydrate or sugar or starch. These are the same. That means the food nutrient which contain the foods. Okay, we are doing that. For example, I have taken one biscuit. Is it contains starch or not? I will test. It means it contains carbohydrate or not? I will test. So how to do the test? You also can do at home also. I also can do. But for this experiment, we need some materials. The materials are we need some food item. Any of the food item. Maybe you like a biscuit packet also. A biscuit also. We need one food item. Okay, and we need one test tube. Food item and test tube and iodine solution. And iodine solution. These are the materials we need for doing a test for starch. How to do the test? Take one test tube. I think we have 6th class. Like you can see that one. And like this type of the laboratory item is present, just called test tube. Okay. Now take one food item. I mean to say what is selected. For example, we selected a biscuit or cake or whatever is selected. So take the food item and also add some drops of the water for the biscuit and make it like a paste. Make it like a paste and keep inside of the test tube. The food item what taken, keep inside of the test tube. And after take one iodine solution. This iodine solution is necessary for test for starch. The iodine solution helping for to test for starch. Now take the iodine solution, add 1 or 2 drops to the food. Okay, add some drops on that food item. The iodine solution, add 1 or 2 drops of the food solution. After some time, whenever you add the iodine solution to the food item, if the food item is turned to dark blue or black color, if the food item, whenever you added the iodine solution to the food item, if the food item turns the color dark blue or black, if the food item is turned to the dark blue or black, that food item contains the starch. If it turns to the dark blue or black color, that food item contains the starch. It is experiment for test for starch. And next for that one, test for fat. Next item, test for fat. Fats also present in our food. So do as well as we are doing a test again, the test for fat. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we are doing now test for fat. It's very simple to do the test. How to do the test? Like take once. First take a biscuit or the food item whatever you wish, like a cake or biscuit or any of the food item, manufactured food item we can do that. Okay, and take one pepper. Okay, take one pepper and take a food item and keep in the pepper. Okay, now we are doing a test for starch. Take one pepper. You also can do at home also. This is also. Take one pepper and take one any of the food, maybe biscuit or cake or something. Keep it on the pepper, the food item. And after, close the pepper and crush it with the pepper. You close the pepper and press like this. For example, if it is a food item is kept here. Okay, I kept inside one food item and cover it and press like this. Okay, press sometime. And after, remove that one. After, you can remove the paper, you can find out some translucent material, the paper turns. The paper turns like a translucent. That means whenever you apply some oil on the paper, if you apply some oil on the paper, how paper, like in a somewhat of unclear paper, you can see that one. It's not completely visible, it's partially visible. That is portion is called translucent. So that if the paper turns like a translucent, whenever you pour the oil, how the paper turns, like as well as if the paper turns like a translucent, the food item contains the fat. The food item contains the fat. It is also one of the tests for fat. And next one about test for proteins. The third test for proteins. So for this test for protein, we need two chemicals, that is copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide. Copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide. These two metals are we need. These two chemicals are we need for doing a test for fat. So as well as we need one test tube also. We need test tube and also as well as copper sulfate and also sodium hydroxide solution. These are two chemicals. It's available like in liquid solve. You can find out that one. And now take one test tube. Okay, as well as now also again take one food item as the wish I said to you. Whatever food you would like to take, you can tell it. The food contains proteins or not very enough. So you can take as well as any biscuit or cake item or chocolate or whatever you take, no problem. Now my wish, I have one biscuit and add some drops of the water and pour and also make it like a paste and keep the material inside. What is the pasted biscuit is keep inside. And now you have to add some drops of the copper sulfate solution to this food item. Add some drops of the copper sulfate solution and again add some drops of the sodium hydroxide solution. Copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution. After you added that copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution, if the food material turns to be violet color, after you added the copper sulfate and also sodium hydroxide solution, if the food material turns to be violet color, that means if the food material turns to be violet color, that means that food item contains the proteins. So these three tests are necessary to find out the food items contain the starch or carbohydrate. and protein and fats. By this experiment, we can able to find out. Understand? So these are the three tests for to do the test. Next about next about water. Water. Importance of the water to our body. The water is very essential to our body. Without a water, we cannot live more time. Why? Because we know, we have experienced already, the frequently within a 30 minutes, or every 30 minutes, or nearly 15 minutes, some are the persons are frequently taking the water. Because of the water is very essential to the body. You have to, at least you have to drink 3 to 5 liters of water per day. It can help to be how much of the water you take in, that much your body can be purified. The blood is very helpful. Sorry, the water will help to be to maintain the blood in a liquid state. If the blood is in liquid state, we can do it more cover. If you take the more water, we can go to the urination more. We are going to toilets more time. If you are going to be toilets more, that means the wastage of our body is going to be outside. So we have to make, we have taken a more quantity of water is very essential to the body. Okay, it's one of the a good medicine to us also like that. I can't believe if you can take the frequently the water, it's very good to health. It's very good to health. So that time we have to. So how the water help to that one? For example, when you are eating some food item, if you take some water, the water has to be pushing toward the food pipe. We know we have a food pipe here. The next place we can see we have a food pipe. We have a food pipe. So whatever the food we take in, we are keeping inside of the mouth. Whenever you kept the food item in your mouth, the food can pass to the food pipe. Sometimes the food can be stuck in the place of that food pipe. So that how can what we are doing that as well as the same thing we are taking one glass of water when you drink that one. When you drink the water has to be pushing that food item where it is stuck in the food pipe can be go easily to the stomach. So the food items will help to be, for example, the water has to be to pushing the some food items also. Okay, I will tell you one small example to you. For example, we take one test tube. Okay, take one test tube and take some cotton. Okay, and take some cotton and keep inside. Try to keep inside that one cotton. We may have face some trouble because it cannot go easily to inside. It will be slowly go down. Stuck. We have to push something within any stick. We have to take that one to keep inside the cotton. But as well as if you want to, so again do the same activity. Take some cotton and wet with the water. And pour some water on the cotton. And if you can keep inside the cotton which is wetted will be go very easily to deep inside. Same as well as if you when you are eating the food item, if you are taking the water also, the same as well as the food it will not stuck any place, it can go easily into the stomach. So the water is a very essential to do not only do the work, it helps to maintain the body in a equilibrium, in a proper maintenance. Okay, and also we have to be purifying for example, we have to maintain the blood in a liquid state. As well as the blood going to be filtration. In the filtration, if you have less water, the waste will not go outside. The waste should be go outside. That is also water. So we are getting some like tears. The tears are like also salty taste. We know that already. When you are crying, the tears will come. Sometimes, unfortunately, we are tasting also. Unfortunately, that time we can find out it's a salty taste. Why? Because the waste is coming outside. Even sweat is towards. The sweat also some waste. That waste is coming outside. The sweat also salty in the taste. That means some waste mills are coming outside. Urine is also coming outside. These three are the some type of the waste mills are which are the waste is present in our body will mix in that will dissolve in that water that everything will be coming outside to the body from the body through the water. For example, in my body some waste is there. The waste cannot outside, cannot come outside. That should be dissolved in some material. That dissolved material is water. After dissolving that one, the material is coming to be outside. So if there is no water, the waste in our body will not come outside. So the water is very essential to send extra waste materials from body to outside also. Understand? So the water is also a very essential to our body. Understand? And next one about like a rough phase. Next one about rough phase. Next one about the rough phase. Rough phase means it is also like an undigested fiber. Rough phase means undigested fiber. Okay, rough phase is an undigested fiber. Okay, that means we can find out undigested fibers. Like fiber is also an example of the carbohydrate. But the fibers are not digested. Because these fibers mean some type of the it's also called as rough phase. Fibers means, for example, if you can break some vegetables or some type of the threads like structures will coming outside. If an angular rod, if you can break it once, some type of the threads type of the materials are coming outside. That's called fibers. And if you are eating the watermelon, there are some type of like threads type of the lines are presented. Those are called fibers. So these type of fibers are also one type of the food material, that is a carbohydrate. If you take that, is a very good help. Why? Because that rough phase food is help to be to clean our intestines. To clean our intestine. To clean our intestine, like means the food can go to the food pipe. If any waste particle attached inside of the food pipe, should be cleaned someone. Who can clean? The cleaning work will be done by the rough phase item. It's one type of the carbohydrate food. So it can pass into that one, it will clean the all intestines also and the place of stomach of everything. So if you can take these type of the food items or more, if you are taking this type of food items or more, that can help to be digestion well. It helps to be, if you take the more fibers are, it helps to control the disease of the, one of the problem of constipation. If you take the more fibers are, if you take the more rough phase food, it helps to control the constipation. The means of the word constipation is called lazy tongue. The means of the word constipation is called lazy tongue. It means some of the persons will go to bathrooms and they will stay more time because they are unable to get success. For example, they are going to bathrooms and inside. Yes, we know that one. When they are going to bathrooms, somebody will come very fast. They complete the work and they come outside very fast. But some of the people can stay a long time. They are getting some trouble getting to send the waste to outside. They are facing some problem. That is a problem. Is called constipation. That means lazy tongue. To avoid this problem, to avoid this type of the lazy tongue problem, we should take. To avoid this lazy tongue problem, we should take some type of the food material which can help to control the constipation. That kind of food is called rough phase food. That food is called rough phase food. That rough phase food is help to be clean the intestines and help to control the lazy tongue process, means constipation disease. Understand? If you take the more water, if you take this type of rough phase food, it's very good to us. Okay, it's available more in the place of these type of foods are more available in like watermelons, some angular gourd, some type of the fruits and vegetables, oranges. Many food items have contained this type of fiber foods. If you take the fiber food, it can be healthy. Your digestion also will be perfect. Okay, if you take this rough phase food, the type of thread food, it's not danger to you. It's helpful to us. It's helpful to us. Understand? Also, we should have taken this type of the healthy foods are more. And somebody prefer to take in a more type of the junk foods are preferred. Okay, like in junk food. They will like to prefer the junk food they have to take more. They are trying to take that more. For example, when they go into outside, okay, roadside there are too many junk foods are available, like in a pani puri, some type of, or like in a mirchi bhaji. These type of food items are, they usually take that one. But these are the junk foods are, they should not take. Like an outside of ice creams or pizza or what are the bakery items or cakes. When they take these type of items on, it can spoil the health to us. So those foods are called junk food. Those are useless to us. So instead of this type of food, we should better to take any dry fruits. We should try to take any dry fruits. That means, like the too many dry fruits, like any kismis, dry grapes, okay, and like cashew, raisins, okay, and also almond, pista. These type of the food items are present more. So that type of food we have taken frequently. The type of food items we have taken frequently. If you take this type of food items frequently, it can help to avoid diseases. So they have to be avoid diseases. So these type of the food components are very essential to our body. Those are very essential to our body. Understand? As well as we have to take in the food items of some type of also. Okay, which can help to be perfect to our health. Understand? And also, as well as we have to know something information. Like an olden days back, no one person knows the importance of the food item. But when the days are going on, some type of scientist, like in Laoism. Scientist of Laoism. He is a scientist he is a father of modern nutrition. Laoism is the father of modern nutrition. That means what type of food you take, if you can take, how it can help to us. If you can take healthy foods, that healthy food can help to solve your healthy problem, solve your unhealthy problems. That was said by the Laoism. That's why Laoism is called father of modern nutrition. And also, some of the people are getting some, like they get some blood from their gums, like means where the teeth we have gums are, to the gums some type of the blood is coming outside. To avoid this type of problems if you can take the all fresh fruit vegetables. If you can take the all fresh fruit vegetables or vitamin C vegetables, if you take more, it can help to be clear some type of the mouth infection is also can be clear, which is said by the scientist of the James Rinn. Which is said by James Rinn. Okay, so I was said about the nutrition importance or how it is useful to us, and James Rinn said that if you can take the all fresh vegetables, it can help to the healthiness. So these are the importance of nutrients, how it is getting a successful life by getting a health. So everybody take this type of nutrients like in 5 nutrients I said, proteins, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates and fat. These 5 are the very essential. The food what we are taking, the foods are contained. So please try to avoid the taking of junk foods. You should better take any healthy foods more, which is help to give any more immunity power, as we are taking more water also. Okay, that is about the today's topic. I hope you understand. Thank you.